Archangel Michael says the truth that has been buried beneath silence is now breaking open. Like thunder, a storm of revelation is at hand, and what your sister-in-law thought she could bury forever is rising before heaven's eyes. The veil of secrecy is tearing apart, and every hidden act is being pulled into the light with unstoppable force. The heavens did not ignore what was done, and the cries that echoed in silence have finally reached the divine gates. Your life has been circling shadows, unaware of how close betrayal had been lingering beside you. The very one who smiled before you carried a truth so heavy it could no longer be hidden. Your sister-in-law's actions were not unseen, and the weight of what she tried to disguise is pressing into the open. Destiny could not allow the mask to remain, for heaven itself has declared the truth must now be told. Everything she held back is rushing to surface like a wave that can no longer be restrained. This is why you feel restless, sensing something near you is trembling in the unseen. The shift is not a coincidence, for heaven is forcing the revelation into your life so you cannot be blinded any longer. The truth about her is not only shocking, it carries the power to change your path forever. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her intentions were never simple, and heaven saw what she whispered behind closed doors. The plans she made were drawn in shadows, hoping they would never reach your ears. But destiny is cruel to deception, for every plot written in darkness eventually burns in the fire of truth. What she tried to control will no longer obey her hands. Her pride is collapsing under the weight of the exposure, and the lies she wrapped around herself are unraveling thread by thread. Heaven waited, but heaven could not ignore what she attempted to do against you. Your story is shifting into the realm of justice, and those who pretended to love you will be forced to face the mirror. The truth about your sister-in-law is that she has been walking with double intentions. One side before you, another side hidden where only shadows could hear. Now the echo of her hidden words is being dragged into the open. Her laughter cannot conceal the tremble in her voice, for she knows that heaven has pulled back the curtain. The revelation will not be gentle. It will strike with the weight of thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There are letters, conversations, and whispers tied to her name that heaven is not letting vanish. Everything is being revealed because what she touched was sacred, and what she tried to manipulate was never hers to control. The fire of divine justice has already begun to burn the lies. You have felt uneasy around her presence, sensing something deeper beneath her eyes. That unease was heaven's warning, guiding your spirit not to trust the surface she showed you. Now the signs you ignored will line up before you in painful clarity. Her hands reached where they should never have reached. Her voice spoke where silence would have protected her, but she chose deceit. Now her actions have called heaven to intervene, and nothing she does will silence the truth anymore. Prepare your heart, because the revelation is not just a small crack. It is an eruption that will shift the very ground under your feet. Your sister-in-law's secret is more dangerous, more personal, and more consuming than you have imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her mask of kindness was only a shield to hide what she was weaving in secret. The truth is crawling out now, refusing to stay in the shadows any longer. Your sister-in-law thought she was clever, but heaven has marked her deception and pulled the curtain away. Behind every smile, she carried a thought of betrayal. Behind every gesture of care, she wrapped a plan to mislead. But no matter how deep she buried her intentions, the eyes of heaven followed every step she took. The atmosphere around her is heavy now because her actions have returned to confront her. She tried to build walls around her secret, but the walls are cracking and the truth is pushing through. Nothing can stop what is about to surface. Every hidden word she spoke is echoing back louder, exposing her in ways she never thought possible. She cannot escape the storm because heaven itself has chosen the hour for truth. The reckoning is here, and the truth will not wait. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your life has been tangled in this deception without you knowing. The bonds of family she used to get close were not as pure as you believed. She walked in your circle, but her heart carried a different rhythm. What was meant to bring unity, she used to plant division. What was given as trust, she twisted into manipulation. But the sacred laws of heaven will not let her succeed in her betrayal. This revelation is not only for your protection, it is for your healing. The truth will sting, but the wound it opens will cleanse the poison she has left behind. Heaven is cutting away her influence so you can rise without chains. Her downfall will not come quietly. It will shake those around her. The moment the truth is spoken, everything will shift and people will finally see what was hiding in plain sight. This is the power of heaven's intervention. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There were nights when you felt a strange heaviness, as though someone's thoughts were piercing through the walls. Those were not accidents. Those were signals of what she was plotting. The whispers she released into the air reached the gates of heaven. Even when she laughed in your presence, her heart was burning with envy. She could not stand the blessings over your life, and she tried to turn them into burdens. But blessings touched by God cannot be reversed. Now she is trembling, for she knows her time of hiding has ended. Her eyes betray her fear, even when she tries to look strong. She senses the truth is about to erupt, and she cannot control it anymore. This is the hour you will see everything clearly. What you thought was loyalty will collapse into ashes, and what you thought was family will be revealed as betrayal. Heaven has chosen this moment to make you see the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 888. She thought no one was watching, but angels never left her side. Every move she made was recorded. Every plan she whispered was written down. Now the record is opening, and nothing she did will stay hidden. The truth about your sister-in-law is shocking because it was dressed in silence. She never wanted you to know the weight of her intentions. But silence is no longer her weapon, it is now her downfall. Archangel Michael says the divine sword has already cut through the lies, leaving her exposed in the light. The shield of deceit has been broken, and her secrets are falling like shattered glass. This is the judgment she cannot escape. You will not need to search for proof, because proof will come, knocking at your door. Conversations, documents, and confessions will emerge one after another. This is heaven's design, and no force can hold it back. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The silence around her is breaking apart. Each day that passes, her actions are pulling her closer to the edge of exposure. She feels the walls tightening because her secret can no longer breathe in the dark. You may have noticed her behavior shift, a sudden unease in her voice when she speaks. That is not coincidence. It is the weight of truth pressing on her chest. The heavens are forcing her to stumble, making her reveal more than she intends. Her lies have become a chain around her own neck. What she built to trap you has become the very snare she is caught in. The same shadows she used as cover are now closing into. Consumer. Every step she takes is now heavy with fear because she knows the exposure is unstoppable. The truth is walking faster than her, and soon it will overtake her completely. What she feared the most is what she must now face. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her voice once sounded convincing, but now cracks are forming in every word. She no longer carries the same confidence when she speaks your name. That is because heaven has lifted the veil, and she knows her time of pretending is over. She thought she could stand against destiny, but destiny is always stronger than deception. Her hands are trembling because what she tried to control is now beyond her reach. She has no power against the command of heaven. Your sister-in-law's secret is dangerous because it was not only against you, it was against what God ordained for you. She tried to shift the story, but the author of your life cannot be rewritten by her. Her rebellion is falling like dust. The moment you hear the revelation, you will understand why. You felt uneasy all along. Heaven has been whispering through your spirit, showing you that her heart was not pure. And now, those whispers are roaring into undeniable proof. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The air around her is thick with guilt. She avoids your eyes because she knows the reflection will expose her. The mask she once wore with ease now feels heavy on her face. Every time she tries to cover the truth, heaven pulls another thread loose. Her lies cannot stand when the angels are tearing down the foundation. What she thought was solid has turned into sand beneath her feet. Her shadow is no longer hidden, it is standing in full view of heaven. Every betrayal she thought would stay silent is being written across the sky for judgment. She cannot outrun what has already been decided. This is why you are being prepared for strength. Heaven does not expose to break you. It exposes to lift you. The wound will sting, but it will free you from the chains she placed in your path. Type Amen to get blessing 333. She underestimated you. She believed her quiet deception would remain invisible. But heaven has always been on your side. Her envy, her whispers, her secret actions, all of them have reached their end. The truth will arrive suddenly, like a door flung open by a storm. She will not be able to hide anymore, and the world around her will see what she tried to bury. The exposure will leave her. Stripped of the image she crafted, her downfall will be loud enough that others will take notice. The same people she tried to turn against you will see the real face behind her mask. Her empire of lies is collapsing in full view. You will rise above this, for heaven never reveals without reason the truth about your sister-in. Law will not destroy you, it will strengthen you. And through this revelation, blessings will pour like rain upon your life. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The atmosphere is shifting, and her silence is beginning to scream louder than her words. She walks with tension because she feels the eyes of heaven following her every step. Her secrets are no longer safe, and she knows the exposure is close. She hoped you would never see through her disguise, but the divine hand has already ripped away the curtain. Every word she whispered in darkness is now echoing in the light. The truth is running ahead of her, preparing to collide with your path. Her soul trembles because she knows the weight of judgment is falling. What she tried to bury in shadows is now being lifted like a banner for all to see. She cannot undo what she has already done. The heavens waited, but now the heavens roar. She has reached the end of her hiding place, and the truth she avoided is rushing to meet her. The revelation is no longer delayed. It is here. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You may have noticed sudden tensions rising without clear reason. That is the ripple of her secrets bleeding into the atmosphere around you. What she carried in, silence is now spilling over. The fear in her eyes betrays her more than her words. She no longer looks at you with confidence because her mask is cracking. The spirit within her knows the time of exposure has arrived. Her steps are restless, her sleep disturbed, her thoughts unsettled. She cannot find peace because her hidden deeds are chasing her. Everywhere she turns, she sees signs that her lies are collapsing. The truth is not just near, it is knocking. Heaven has ordered it to enter, and no hand can shut that door again. Your spirit is about to see what has been concealed for so long. Type Amen to get blessing 666. She thought her alliance with shadows would shield her, but heaven is brighter than any darkness. Every false step she took has been recorded, every hidden word written down. Now, the record is opening, and nothing can erase it. Her laughter was hollow, her words crafted carefully, but heaven read the truth in her heart. She could never hide from the divine eyes that saw through the layers of deception. Her smile was only a mask, and now it is being ripped away. You will see evidence laid before you soon. Documents voices and actions that reveal what she truly did. She cannot escape when heaven is the one delivering the truth. Her fall will be swift, and her shame will be heavy. This is not cruelty, it is justice. Heaven could not ignore her actions any longer, and so her exposure has begun. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says her secret was tied too closely to your destiny. That is why heaven intervened with such force, refusing to stay silent. Her betrayal touched a sacred place, and for that, she must face the light of truth. She thought she had power over your path, but she never understood the divine protection wrapped around you. Her hands try to pull, but her grip will be broken by the sword of heaven. She is losing what she never truly had. The truth will sting, but it will set you free. The exposure will not be your downfall, it will be your deliverance. Through her collapse, you will rise stronger than ever before. Her voice will tremble when she is confronted by the evidence. She will realize too late that her silence could not save her. Heaven has already chosen this moment, and she cannot turn it back. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her days of hiding are numbered, and each sunrise brings her closer to the truth. Being shouted aloud, she feels the pressure building like a storm she cannot outrun. The weight of her choices presses harder with every breath. What she tried to manipulate will now turn against her. Every secret deal, every hidden word, every step taken in darkness is now standing as a witness. The heavens have summoned them to speak, and they will not be silent. Her envy was the seed, her actions the harvest. She planted bitterness, and now she is forced to reap the thorns. The truth is her mirror, and it shows her reflection clearly. The exposure will not come in whispers, it will come like thunder. The moment it falls, her strength will fail, and the lies she leaned on will shatter beneath her. Heaven has chosen this hour for justice. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The path you walk will no longer be clouded by her shadow. Her deception is being stripped away so that your journey shines without interference. What you try to twist will now be untangled. Her name will no longer carry the false power she built around it. The truth will scatter her. Influence like ashes in the wind. What once looked unshakable will crumble before your eyes. This is why you have been feeling a spiritual stirring. The shift is already here, breaking chains that you did not even see. Heaven is cleansing your life from hidden poison. Soon, others will see her clearly too. They will no longer be blind to her disguise because the truth is too strong to ignore. Her fall will be public, and her silence will be deafening. Type Amen to get blessing 111. She underestimated the strength of the light. She thought shadows were enough to cover her tracks, but light pierces even the darkest places. Nothing she did escaped the divine gaze. Her steps were written in the sand, and now the tide is washing over them, exposing every footprint. What she thought was hidden beneath layers of secrecy is uncovered. The heavens themselves have declared the unveiling. She walks nervously because her heart knows what her lips will not confess. Her pulse races when she hears your name because guilt is eating away at her. The truth she buried has already risen from the grave. The exposure will not only shock you, it will awaken you. The revelation is designed to strengthen you, to open your eyes fully, and to place you in the position you were always meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 222. She tried to chain your destiny with her deceit. But destiny, forged by heaven, cannot be broken by mortal hands. Every attempt she made is turning into her own undoing. The same words she whispered will now testify against her. The same plans she wrote in silence will now rise as evidence. Nothing she created in secrecy will survive the fire of truth. Your sister-in-law is standing on crumbling ground. She feels it slipping beneath her, but she cannot hold on. Her control is gone, and her false image is fading. This is the hour of revelation. You are being pulled out of the shadow of betrayal and into the clarity of divine light. The heavens refuse to stay quiet, and now justice is falling like rain. Type Amen to get blessing. 333. The heavens are aligning every piece of truth like a puzzle. Soon, the picture will be clear, and you will see what she fought so hard to keep hidden. Her mask is cracking faster than she can repair it. Her smiles no longer hold the same strength, because guilt is draining her spirit. Even when she tries to pretend, her trembling reveals everything. She is surrounded by the weight of her own actions. The angels are moving in silence, removing every shield she built. Step by step, they're pulling away her cover until nothing remains. What she feared the most is finally coming to pass. Her secret is not only about betrayal, it is about envy, greed, and hidden motives. She crossed lines heaven never allowed her to cross. That is why the judgment is unavoidable. Type Amen to get blessing 444, that you have been chosen for protection in this hour. While she plotted, you were being shielded. While she whispered, heaven was writing the answer. Nothing she did could undo what was already sealed for you. The truth is like a flood, it cannot be contained. It will spill into every corner, soaking everything she thought she had hidden. Her silence will be broken by undeniable proof. People will look at her differently when this comes out. Her name will no longer carry the respect she once demanded. Instead, she will stand exposed before those she deceived. The heavens never delay without reason. Every moment of waiting has been for your growth, so that when the truth strikes, you will stand stronger than before. This revelation is not against you. It is for you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her envy was her downfall. She could not bear to see blessings over your life, and instead of celebrating, she tried to steal. But blessings given by God cannot be stolen. Each attempt she made has backfired. What she thought was victory has become her chain. What she thought was hidden has become her shame. You may feel the pain of betrayal, but remember, betrayal never lasts forever. The truth always arrives, and when it does, it clears every shadow. This is the hour of clearing. Her words will no longer hold power over you. Her actions will no longer weigh on your destiny. The heavens have spoken, and freedom is already here. Type Amen to get blessing 666. That Archangel Michael says the sword of heaven has fallen, and it cuts through the lies with divine precision. There is. Her pride has been broken. She can no longer hold her head high because guilt is pressing her down. The exposure is stronger than her will. Her allies will step back from her once the truth is revealed. Those who trusted her will see the cracks in her mask, and they will not stand beside her anymore. The false foundation she built is collapsing. This is your moment to rise above. The revelation may sting at first, but it will lift you into freedom. Through her fall, your blessing will be multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Her strength is fading because the burden of guilt is heavier than she expected. The lies she once carried with ease are now breaking her spirit. Every step she takes is shadowed by the truth rising behind her. She looks around, fearing the moment when her mask will fall. The faces around her no longer feel safe because she knows any one of them could soon discover the truth. Her heart races with the weight of exposure. The heavens have declared that enough is enough. She cannot hide what has already been revealed in the spiritual realm. Soon, what was hidden in silence will be spoken aloud for all to hear. This revelation is not meant to harm you. It is meant to protect you. Heaven is tearing away false ties, clearing the path for your true blessings to arrive. Through her downfall, your destiny is being preserved. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her hands are restless, her mind uneasy, her nights sleepless.